Hello everyone, today we're looking at SCP-178, also known as 3D Specs. I'll encourage you guys to download the podcast I'm listening to and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
SCP-178 Object Class Euclid Special Containment Procedures SCP-178 is to be stored in a Class 3 anomalous object container guarded by no fewer than 2 armed personnel with Level D clearance when not undergoing testing. Item is to be removed from containment only with the written permission of personnel with Level 4 clearance or higher. Following incident number 178-14 Alpha, all tests will be monitored remotely in the presence of all personnel apart from the test subjects in the testing area during the experimentation is excessively prohibited. Description: SCP-178 is a pair of white stereoscopic 3D glasses with a rectangular white cardboard frame and lenses of transparent blue and red plastic. The item exhibits no unusual physical properties apart from a slight discoloration of the cardboard consistent with age. When worn, the wearer begins perceiving large bipedal entities in addition to its ordinary surroundings. Entities reportedly exhibit a docile and occasionally curious behavior, with one exception. Any attempt by the wearer or any other personnel to directly interact with the entities results in severe lacerations suddenly appearing on persons involved. The appearance of lacerations is rapid and continues until the movement the wearer expires. The pattern of lacerations is always consistent with being slashed with 3 parallel tapered sharp objects of lengths varying between 14.2 and 27.4 centimeters, and maximum thickness varying between 2.9 and 8.1 centimeters. Recording and measuring devices used during testing failed to detect any anomalies, including while lacerations were appearing on subjects. Subjects do not report hearing any sounds emanating from the entities. Long-term observation of subjects exposed to the item reveals no lasting effects. Stereoscopic images viewed through the item appear three-dimensional. Addendum 1. Item was recovered on Unknown 2019 in Unknown, Tennessee by Agent Redacted, operating as a deep cover agent in the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, who arrived in the town following reports of a unknown year-old being found dead in her second-floor bedroom, apparently as a result of an unusual mauling. Agent Redacted noticed a blood-stained stereoscopic image of a Ferris wheel adjacent to where the child had been discovered, and after some researching, found the item under the child's bed where it had apparently been thrown during the child's death throes. Agent Redacted then proceeded to call a recovery team to his location. Following the recovery team arrival, Agent Redacted bore the item and looked at the image, reporting nothing unusual until he turned his head to the left. Whereupon he noticed an entity approximately an inch from his face, leaning over his shoulder and looking at the stereoscopic image. In the debriefing, Agent Redacted reported also noticing several other entities in the room observing him and the recovery team. Agent Redacted refrained from attempting to interact with the entities, and the item was recovered without incident. Addendum 2. All experiments are to be logged in file number 178-E. Addendum 3. Personnel with Level 4 clearance are urged to read Incident Report number 178-14-Alpha. Reading Incident Report 178-14-14 Alpha is mandatory for all personnel with Level 4 clearance or higher overseeing or approving experiments with the item. Warning: failure to comply with Addendum Number 3 is grounds for disciplinary measures.